'Twas the narc before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. And that's because everyone's tippy-toeing around trying to keep the peace and hoping that the narcissist is going to behave this year. Well, dream on. Hi everyone, I'm Wendy Gregory. I'm a counselling psychologist and survivor of narcissistic relationships, and I now specialise in trying to help others who've had similar experiences, as well as training therapists on this subject. Please feel free to like, comment, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Wendy House. And today I'm going to be talking to you about how narcissists behave at Christmas and why, as well as giving you some hints and tips on how to cope with them. Now, as most of us know, a narcissist craves attention above all else, and they hate it when other people are getting all the attention. Hence, they tend to act extra badly and kick off on special occasions like your birthday when the attention isn't all revolving around them. In other words, they rain on your parade. So Christmas can present them with an extra challenge. People tend to be busy, others are around, and the narcissist isn't the centre of your universe. They simply can't get the attention that they feel they need to stay alive. So let's have a look at the strategies they use. We'll start with gift giving. Now, they may be mixing with your family, in which case they have a false persona to maintain, needing everyone to say how lovely they are, etc. So when it comes to gift giving, it's quite common for a narcissist, especially during the love bombing phase, to give their love object an impressive, expensive gift. But when they do that, they'll usually wait till everyone else has opened all their gifts to ensure that they have an audience and all eyes are on them. Then, ta-da! A carefully rehearsed entrance and presentation follows. They might even keep everyone in suspense by saying, "Oh, hold on a minute, I just need to go and get something," with a wry smile on their face. Then they stand back and bask when everyone says, "Oh, wow, oh, that's amazing. Oh, you're so lucky." Be aware, though, that this present is not about you. It's about the narcissist being seen to be well off and generous in other people's eyes. The flip side of this, however, is that narcissists are selfish and entitled, and they don't really care about other people. So they may not get gifts at all. They just might not bother. And if they do, they're usually lazily and thoughtless choices picked up when they happen to be passing a market stall for a couple of pounds. Narcissists often behave insensitively and cruelly, of course. And one of my absolute worst Christmas memories is of my ex, for whom every year I made up a rather lavish Christmas stocking filled with small but carefully chosen gifts, often home-baked things or homemade things that I knew he would like. He didn't reciprocate at all for many years until my teenage daughters told him that he really should do a stocking for me. To my horror, he had filled it with a tin of corned beef, a Jeremy Clarkson Top Gear video, I hate Top Gear, a small bag of screws, a packet of pistachio nuts, and he knows I don't like them, and a broken necklace of his own. This was in front of my daughters. As I unwrapped each gift, he sat on the bed roaring with laughter, completely failing to notice the horror on my daughters' faces and my eyes filling with tears. Much later on, when I asked him why he had done that, he replied, "Well, because it was funny, of course." So he thought I didn't have a sense of humour. Of course, it was my fault. Now, narcissists are pretty incapable of hiding disappointment and, of course, don't get the whole concept of protecting other people's feelings. So woe betide you if you get them a surprise gift and they don't like it or it's not what they were hoping for. They will openly say so or else become passive-aggressive and sulk. Now, how does a narcissist behave in a crowd? Well, if it's a busy Christmas with lots of people, the narcissist may try to get attention by organising everyone. So, for example, deciding what games you should play and generally taking on the role of director. However, if they can't do this or someone else has already got that role, be prepared for them to lash out. They will do pretty much anything to be the centre of attention. Mine kicked off a number of times on Christmas Day over seemingly trivial things. Once having a tantrum in the middle of a game of charades when I reminded him of the rules and that he was breaking them. Heaven forbid. Of course, they'll make out that it's you that's the problem. They'll hurl blame and accusations at you. Now, another way narcissists can behave at Christmas is by doing a disappearing act. This is really common at Christmas time. If they can't get the attention they crave from you, they'll seek out another source of supply. A second narcissist that I was sadly involved with told me the day before Christmas Eve that he was going to look after his mentally ill daughter. I asked him to keep his phone switched on so that I could ring him on Christmas Day, but needless to say, he didn't, and I couldn't get hold of him all Christmas. I subsequently found out after the relationship had ended that he'd been with his long-term partner, of whom I was completely unaware at the time, for Christmas. Not only that, but the third woman that he was involved with at the time told me that he took off at 4 p.m. in the afternoon on Christmas Eve, telling her the same thing that he told me. So if you are involved with a narcissist, what can you do to protect yourself at Christmas? Well, firstly, don't expect anything. It's critical to not expect a narcissist to act like a normal person, especially at Christmas. If you do expect this, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. The narcissist is not going to happily assist with the proceedings. Don't ask them to get or do things because there'll be absences, delays, excuses and false promises. Best do it yourself without them and don't be angry about it. I remember my ex coming into the kitchen one Christmas morning and I'd been cooking probably for a couple of hours and saying, "Okay, what else needs doing?" I said something like, "Oh, thanks. Can you chop the carrots up, please?" To which he responded, "I wasn't actually offering to help. I was just asking what else needed doing," and stomped off. So, secondly, don't confront them about their non-existent or selfish present giving. If you do, they'll reciprocate by lashing out at you with excuses and gaslighting and blaming. And thirdly, finally, try your best to detach yourself completely from a narcissist at Christmas. If you really have to spend Christmas with them, then detach yourself mentally. Don't engage in any sort of argument or trying to justify yourself. However, if at all possible, make your own plans and don't include them. Assume they won't be there. Spend Christmas with healthy people who love you and care about you. That way you can't be disappointed by them. And in the words of the song, this year, to save me from tears, I'll save it for someone special. Make that your New Year's resolution. If not this Christmas, then next Christmas, you're going to spend it on your own, being in a happy place. So I hope you've enjoyed my video today and I hope it's helpful for you. If it is, please, again, feel free to share, like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Wendy House. So you take care of yourself and have a very, very Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.